Where the hell is that fagula? Really shouldn't take him this long to find someone to do a try-op. Oh, there you are, you... Took you long enough.
Sorry, but we stopped for McDonald's.
To at least bring back some fries or something? Maybe a burger? Burger and fries, mother...
Ew. I owe you a co-op?
You know, if you keep owing me co-ops, you're gonna wind up essentially being my bitch.
Hey, you two can fight like a married couple all you want, but why am I here?
I owe Boonslayer 2 co-ops, and I thought that since you two had more co-ops with each other than Boon has done with anyone else, to the point where I'm surprised that you two aren't a married couple yet.
Why am I constantly being shipped with both of you?
I thought that you Doodletones would be one of the perfect candidates. That, and since both of us are technically shipped with Boon more, this might be a perfect opportunity for a three-way.
Silly MTR, that's called a try-out.
Try-out, mother...
But anyway, who are we covering?
Nav station.
Oh, joy. Fucking kill me.
Maybe later.
Hello there everyone and welcome. My name is A363MTR, here to kick some ass because I got your back.
And this is your friendly neighborhood Boonslayer. I don't normally do intro statements like this. I'm also a robot.
And I'm apparently the hit woman for the syndicate of outcasted commentators, also known as Doodletones.
So, for those who don't remember, a few months ago I made a commentary on Cory Margera and he got butthurt. I proceeded to publicly laugh at him for being such a dumb. He got further butthurt, his friends got butthurt, Doodletones got butthurt. There was a lot of butthurt. Anyway, the video Mav is covering is a video addressing this drama, as well as some other drama relating to Cory that he thinks is related, and Mav somehow managed to screw up such an easy target. Like seriously, a troll managed to debunk Cory Margera's posse. How do you fuck this up? We're about to find out.
But first, let us be clear that Mav Station actually requested MTR to do a commentary on that very video via ask.fm. However, this project managed to become a tryout, so you better be fucking grateful, you.
So, with all of that being said, let's take a look.
The cluster, you insufferable half-formed traitor megaclods!
Crap! Oh look, Serious Gamer left me something after I died. Well, let's watch it. Just roll the intro. I'm not even doing it today.
Okay, so you first posted a media clip of you reviving and then say crap, which I can kinda argue that was somewhat out of place given for the fact that your actual avatar actually said something than you did. Then we have you find the video that Serious Gamer 33 left immediately afterwards, in which the transition is just awful from you reviving to you finding a video. And then we have the one viewing later cliche. And you don't really do anything interesting with it. Cringing.
Also, this is the absolute worst in storytelling. Individual videos, if you're trying to tell a story with them, should explain enough to understand basically what's going on. Hell, just adding a previously on thing at the beginning would have fucking helped to get the point across instead of saying, oh, this guy did a thing after I died. Which, by the way, someone who doesn't know Steven Universe wouldn't understand having happened.
Also, can I mention how awkward and wonky his acting is in this video? I mean, I've seen bad acting before, but this broke my back with its cringiness.
This intro skit needs a total remodeling. We're all giving you a 0 out of memes.
Hey there, madman, I heard your rap, and put it simply, it was crap. If you diss me again, I'll snap your pancreas in half while I'm popping a cap, and Hillary Clinton in a Jewish clip.
I'm not doing my intro today, or outro, because I'm very pissed at this community. And I'm gonna be honest right now. After experiencing with these trolls...
Trolls for wanting to criticize you. Of course we are. That's what everyone says whenever they do a CC rant like this.
Context? What's that?
Get your freaking chains out of my freaking com, you robot monkey man!
Well, that was rude. But seriously, you ever notice how I explain who someone is or what their video is about when I start my commentaries? Yeah, the reason for that is both to make the video flow more naturally, but also to help to explain to the audience who a person is talking about. You know, in some cases, especially with shitty videos like this, where they start talking about a subject without telling you what that subject is. In other words, this point would work so much better if you actually gave context to begin with.
I can say for a fact that the commentary community is the worst community on YouTube ever.
Worst community, I know, right, guys? I mean, it's not like there's the reaction community where they steal content every day and get money, or the pranking community where they do illegal shit all the time. Yep, we're definitely the worst.
Fact. It's a scientifically, historically, undisputed fact.
What? Even on joke, that was bad. You're just saying that this is fact. That's all. I don't see the humor in that. And also the fact that, you really. I hope you don't believe that. I hope you don't believe that, or else you're a bigger idiot than I thought you were.
Your previous point about comparing the CC to the other communities where it works so much better here than where you've placed it at, because at this moment in time, while just stating that this is a scientific fact, otherwise where you placed your point at, it just sounded like as if you were arguing something that was just subjective and that there really shouldn't be a point there to begin with.
So I have points against both y'all asses, but at the moment, Mav, you're the main target, so you have to understand what hyperbole is. At the time of Perfect Welch's video, Corey got my video on him, which kind of set off the entirety of the Cory Margera posse. He's obviously being emotional more than logical, and you commentating on a point like this, especially like you're doing, is kinda dumb, for lack of better words.
Also, with the second part of your point, it sounded like you really do have a point to say, but then you changed to a different tangent about how you hope that Welch doesn't believe that to begin with. This questions me as to whether or not this was even intentional, because if it is, then it's worse considering the fact that it sounded like you've actually lost on what you wanted to say within this point, and if it's not, then where the fuck is your script?
Out the window with any dignity he may have had prior to actually doing a full commentary on a Cory Margera fan brat.
And now, how did I get to experience how bad these people were, you may ask?
It was Donald Trump, wasn't it? He ruins everything in America. Everything.
Actually, it was Hillary Clinton, you frick. She's been tampering with my emails.
Bernie Sanders needs to stop sending me gay fax machine porn.
What, and you have a problem with Bybirds? 1v1 me, bitch!
Actually, no, I'm just not into fax machines, and I really don't like him pushing his agenda onto me. It's rude.
Well, one of my friends here on YouTube, Cory Margera.
There was something about you that was stupid. I just didn't know what. Now I do know. Is that you're friends with Cory Cory in the house.
Boone already did that joke. Cory Macarena isn't even in the house anymore.
Quit stealing my material!
He's one of my best friends here on YouTube. He's a really smart guy.
You serious?
Does somebody have an actual gun so I can kill myself?
Also, context of that clip, please. If you're gonna use a media clip like that, have a point at the ready.
Media clips! Get your overused media clips here! 2-for-1 special on Nostalgia Critic and JonTron. Found at boonslayer.spreadshirt.com. Buy my shirts, you capitalist monkeys. Which I can call you this time because I'm a robot now.
You guys are like being called out, and you guys are getting your asses owned by him and his fans.
Don't you mean the other way around? We've given him so much criticism, yet all he does is close his ears and go, la 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 la, not listening. Seriously, that's literally all he does in every single one of his commentaries in response to something. I bet he's gonna do a commentary on this too, knowing him.
First of all, over a month later, Cory's released more videos and not a single one of the posse has made a video on you, so nice to see how that worked out for you. Second, he's only made one commentary. He made a parody video where he gives limp-wristed insults and strawman my entire argument, a second parody video where he gave even more lip-wristed insults, and then the video that turned him into a bandwagon, which actually was a commentary, despite his messages in the comments section saying otherwise. And didn't you pull the same thing with Serious Gamer 33, who you are now bros with? Just gonna write a few things down for my final thoughts. There we go. Saved.
And myself included. And you people like to act like you are the intelligent ones, even though you're all just stereotypical nerds.
No, I was originally gonna make a joke about his voice being all nasally and sounding like a stereotypical nerd, but then I thought of a better point. Wouldn't that mean we are the intelligent ones? 'Cause nerds are generally thought of as smart. So, you just made an ass-backwards comparison, 'cause it's complimenting us instead of insulting us.
Sure, stereotypically nerds are seen as smart academically, but after having a run-in with the Margera posse myself, I can tell you, they're calling us nerds in order to imply that we have no social skills, no lives, and are pathetic pussies who, if confronted, will tuck our tails between our legs and skedaddle. Basically, it's not worth commentating on with a serious point.
These are the worst nerds I've ever met.
And you're the worst moron I met, you Claude.
In all seriousness. Now let's see how this started. And let's see who's involved.
So, almost everyone who called out, Corey and his bullshit. Okay, so I'm just gonna be skipping this whole part because it's just listing off a bunch of names.
Doodletones. And Kaiser Productions.
Okay, this is something I forgot to mention earlier, but it's really bothering me. Stop pausing every 5 seconds.
Look, I understand about the next point that you've made us about pauses, and I'ma let you finish, but you did say—
Beyonce had one of the best videos of all time! Of all time! Of all—
No. As I was saying, you did say that you're going to skip the whole part of Welch's naming off people who were involved within the Corey Margera drama. Especially since your point here is about pauses, couldn't one argue for the fact that you could have made this point later on instead of here since, I don't know, you then skipped the whole part of Welch's naming off people?
I mean, it's just like, you say something, then there's a huge gap in time between when you actually start talking and when you finish talking. It's just really dumb. Edit it out before uploading, please. Or at least when you're doing something like this, write a script.
Edit it out before uploading, when he's using Google Hangouts. Yeah, in case if you were wondering, Mav, he technically can't because he was doing the video live, and Google Hangouts can't let you edit out pauses. A better point to use is for him to use Windows Movie Maker to make his videos. But you didn't even tell him to do that, do you?
But I do agree with you. That can be really annoying. Of all time!
All are just people who get butthurt. And many other fanboys, like—
Oh my god, that was a commentary-ception. Holy fuck. He just referenced himself in the video, cause right now he's being butthurt and he's being a fanboy. I think he's self-aware, guys. I think he is Deadpool in real life.
You get it? Because that's totally how Inception works, since it's a thing within a thing that is very similar to it and not self-referential. And the best part is that I don't need to explain it at all because I use the word butthurt and that tells you everything you need to know. I wrote that point in all caps. I want you to know that that's how much you have angered me.
You angered the robot, there will be an uprising soon! Can I change my avatar to Ginny yet?
Damn it, Doodle, people already ship us enough.
It's so I don't get killed in the uprising!
I'm sorry, you were saying something?
here's what happened. With the Corey Johnson thing, he makes a comment saying how you need to accept today's society, which you should not accept everything. Yeah, you shouldn't accept stuff like that, especially today's society, because if you have common sense, you should see where I'm coming from.
What shouldn't he accept? Shouldn't he accept gay marriage? Well, if that's it, then yes, he should be perfectly fine with accepting it, because people have the right to love whoever they want to love. But if they're trying to accept them liking a new TV show, then he does have the right to not like that TV show. Then it's perfectly fine, unless his reasons are completely and utterly wrong. But you're not really being specific on what he's not accepting. So it depends on what he's not accepting in today's society, dumbass.
Mav, you Nimrod, you're not supposed to be training for the Mental Olympics. Triple jumping to conclusions should really come naturally, not something you practice for.
Also, about the gay part, as a fellow bi-bird within the LGBT community, I highly disagree. You can actually disagree within the whole notion of two gay people marrying, and it's perfectly fine because they have the freedom to say otherwise. Sure, people are going to call you out on it, but you still have the right to disagree as long as you don't do anything unlawful.
Funny thing is that Cory Margera has never said anything about gay marriage either, so, you know, it's not like your example is even fucking relevant to the discussion in the first place.
So he makes that comment, and Cory says, hey, I don't agree with you, and he gives out his reasons why, and then he gets so assert that he not only attacks him, but he attacks me and Salim Ibrahim, another really good guy here on YouTube that I have a lot of respect for as well.
Wait, so you were supposedly attacked by this person, and so was this other guy. And why are you bringing in other people to this? And what does this have to do with the CC? And how did he get assered? What were Cory's reasonings? Explain, please. And I really, really want you to start giving me evidence. Please, just put a link in the description to what video you're talking about. That's all I really need to believe you. Okay, thanks, bye.
The irony here is palpable. Didn't we just get onto you for not saying how people were butthurt? Didn't we just do this? Are you even listening to what we're telling you?
This is a video. Also, I'm pretty sure we're in one of your weird pocket dimensions.
Oh. Well, still, maybe he thinks this Cory Johnson guy is part of the CC, which he's mentioned in the comments before as a possibility. Funny what happens when you do research.
Not to mention, he's going to explain where this ties into here in a bit. Yeah, it does happen. Just give it time, young Crystal Jim.
99 Show! Of all-
It's just as gorgeous as Margera. And then he gets blocked, and then he creates not one, but two stock accounts.
Why was he blocked exactly? I mean, you don't give any reasons why he was blocked. And maybe he made those two accounts so that he wouldn't get blocked again. Why don't you think logically about this instead of thinking like Cory? Oh wait, he was mean to me, so I have to be mean back. So basically, you're just being butthurt about the whole situation. Wow. What a fucking hypocrite.
He was literally just talking about how the guy made comments that he viewed as harassing, even though they realistically weren't, but honestly, he's allowed to block whoever the hell he wants, because it's his account, and he doesn't exactly need to answer to anyone in terms of why. Hell, even your point about him making other accounts to prevent being blocked paints Cory as the bad guy because he's effectively evading a ban and forcing someone to talk to him that doesn't want to talk to him. Cory Johnson. Sorry. All these goddamn Corys flying around.
Just to talk more shit to... Here's what he did. He tried to pretend to become friends with Super Mario, who's a good guy here on as well.
What's with you and bringing up all these other people? I think when you said their names, these people should have been mentioned too, because they were in the situation after all.
Except when he was listing off names, he was listing off the antagonists of the situation from his twisted view of the circumstances that I refused to comment further on. Because I wasn't even a part of any of this, and neither was the CC. Although that's something this guy doesn't realize, which you would know if you watch the entire video before doing a commentary on it.
Maybe it's one of those blind commentaries that seem to be popular.
Also, Super Mario was a part of this because of what Watch described here. Cory Johnson was trying to pretend to be friends with Super Mario. And if you were to wait within the video, he would have had to explain as to why this was an issue with that within the first place.
He starts like attacking Cory, Trevor, Society, Celine... Oh yeah, I already mentioned Trevor.
Script. Or watch the video beforehand so you don't repeat points. The only reason I'm repeating points is because I have to. Because you're so fucking stupid.
But you don't fucking need to. What the hell? I mean, you're kind of being hypocritical because you're not even skipping the repetitive part that you've already addressed.
Repetition is the key to memes. Of all...
And then we block him and flag him. His channels get taken down, and then Macho King returns. He returns.
Who wants to make a drinking game for every time he mention someone who's not in it.
Long live Sec Boy.
I don't get it.
Memes, Doodle.
On the CC, because
Memes.
that's all he mentioned were people in the CC who were attacking him and Corey. That's when you take a drink, okay? Okay.
Yeah, he came back to attack me, and with the Boonslayer thing, he made a video being a Sony pony.
Pony. What the fuck? What type of insult is that? That sounds like something a 10-year-old would say. Well, of course, your voice is too deep for a 10-year-old, which is why I'm not calling you that. But Sony pony? What the fuck, man? Think of a better insult next time.
Actually, he's using the term many people use for Sony fanboys, even though I'm not one and actually have known a Sony console since the original PSP back during the PS2 era. A simple Google search will tell you about the existence of the term Sony pony already being a thing. Once again, research. On a side note, hey Doodle, can I use this ridiculous PlayStation ponification as an avatar at some point in the future?
I don't give a shit.
And attacking Corey for, like, bashing Sony, like, criticizing Sony. I wouldn't say bashing, criticizing. I was looking for that word.
Watch Boonslayer video. It shows that he was bashing Sony, not criticizing. And we were criticizing Corey, not attacking. I'm gonna make a drinking game out of this. Every time he says someone attacked him or Corey, take a drink.
Ugh, no thanks. I still have a hangover from Dr. Dave.
I'm a motorcycle!
It's Sec Boy again. It's Sec Boy all over again. You guys are fucking alcoholics.
And I'm underage.
Passel, I'm going berserk on this bitch. Yoski, how you want to do jello?
No Jello shots! No! Bad, Boone! Bad!
But we want to get cranked up in this beach.
Fucking narc.
And Corey just has a little fun with him, makes a couple videos just having a little fun, and he gets so butthurt.
What the fuck you talking about? I'm gonna link Doodletones' commentary on Corey's commentary on Boonslayer just as evidence to prove that he wasn't having a little fun. Insulting people constantly, I wouldn't find that very fun. And butthurt. Kind of like you in this whole entire video.
You can insult people and still have fun doing it. Hell, look at the commentary I did with Azumanga Daioh fan. I had a lot of fun poking at the hero of tomorrow so much to the point someone in the comment section of that video told me to stop.
I've never seen anybody get butthurt in their life. And again, with the commentary community, social justice warriors make better arguments than these people.
You compared me to a social justice warrior. You must have the tiniest brain ever, cause social justice warriors say all white men are evil, where we actually give legitimate criticism. You know, you're stupid. You're stupid, and why am I throwing ad hominems at this guy? Well, that's what he's doing to the whole commentary community, so better fight fire with fire.
And then he got a gun and shot himself.
You're better than this. You're freaking better than this. There are times where fighting fire with fire is necessary. This is not one of them. Because you're throwing insults and ad hominem just because he can. Do you have a short fuse or something?
As an SJW, I'm extremely triggered by the use of the word your. In the future, I would like to request that you take the feelings of proper pronouns into consideration and use different language so as not to offend the long-discriminated people of South Fuck Uzispan. Thank you, and have the best day of all—
Feminazis make better arguments than these people. Religious nut jobs make better arguments than these people. All the idiots I've seen on the internet have made arguments that are significantly better than these people. Fact.
I think he's trying to troll us. Well, you know what? Fuck it, I'm not falling for it. I'm gonna be completely calm to all of his arguments now. I had to get out that, little nut job break, because I haven't had Dr. Pepper in 25 days. And yes, it's freaky. Me and the Maverick Gamer are, like, really similar, and I don't like it. Please stop being similar to me, Maverick!
I'm gonna make two separate points here because goddamn, I cannot tell if the point about Welch trolling that's supposed to be serious or not. If this was supposed to be a joke, then you need to learn how to act better because I cannot tell for the life of me based on your tone of voice. However, if the off chance that this isn't a joke, Mav, if you realize that someone is a troll, you do realize that it's a terrible idea to do a serious commentary on a troll, right? I mean, not getting angry at stuff doesn't mean that you'll get immunity towards feeding the trolls. However, doing a non-serious commentary on one does.
And then he actually makes a video debunking Boonslayer's points, which is all he wanted.
Everyone in my audience, just watch Doodletones commentary, link in the description below, on Corey, because, well, I really don't feel like disproving this guy's ass.
Which is why you made a- You know what? No. The joke's played out. Yes, you did say something that indicates the opposite of what the goal of this type of media you're using to communicate is, but I don't feel like doing that joke that's been done a million times by a million commentators in a million videos. Thank you, fuck you, bye.
So then he sends out his little fanboy, not fanboys, I suck. I apologize for mistaking your gender. Fangirls, I say, like, Doodle not getting any tits, Kaiser sucks balls production, that's just the names I'm giving them because they deserve it, and that's what Buffoon and Failure did.
Wow, it doesn't take that long for you to improve your insults, which I'm very impressed with. You are no longer a 10-year-old, you are a 12-year-old. But, of course, now time for me to get to the real criticism at hand. These people don't necessarily have to be his fanboys, or in Doodle's case, girls, just to defend someone. I do, yes, may like Boonslayer's commentaries, but I'm not a huge Boonslayer fanboy. I didn't even do this video to defend Boonslayer, though right now I am. I did it because I thought that your video was bad. That's where most commentaries come from. Just because it involves someone they may or may not like, that does not mean they're being a fanboy. Unlike you, who is being a fanboy. Wow, what a freaking hypocrite.
You don't mention the fact that Kaiser Fiddlesticks is a troll account, which is a point you could use to debunk the majority of Perfect Welch's video. Like, seriously, the mentioning of the fact that Kaiser is a troll would on its own debunk this point, because odds are, trolls aren't going to do a commentary on someone just because they covered a video on someone they enjoy. They're going to do a commentary on someone they know they'll get a reaction out of.
Never mind the fact that Doodletones, one of the fangirls in question, has a much larger fan base than me, so how the fuck is she my fangirl? Again, just a tiny bit of research debunks this, not to mention the fact that Corey Margera had already sent his fans towards my content multiple times, using the logic Welch is giving for what I did. Holy fuck, you missed a lot of shit. As for that whole thing about not being my fanboy, just make a note of that for my final thoughts.
Finally, while this is a somewhat nitpicky point, sure, but I cannot help for the fact that you're playing something within the background. I mean, if you do need to play something within the background, fine, but don't make it to where it would be picked up from your microphone. It's distracting.
And, like, they just try to talk crap just like Boonslayer did. That's all they did. Their videos was pretty much the same thing. Like, Kaiser was being racist because he was like, well, on a video you have a black guy wearing a Dragon Ball Z shirt. Blah, blah, that's pretentious.
Okay, so many things. One thing, I'm doing my insults, so, when you respond to me, call me Faggot Station. Yeah, that's perfect. That's something you'd make up. And another thing, how do we have any proof that he said that he's black guy in a Dragon Ball Z shirt? That's pretentious. And it's just black guy in Dragon Ball Z shirt? Is it because he mentions his race? Is that why it's racist? Okay then.
Yet another point you can debunk by saying Kaiser Fiddlesticks is a troll. But since you don't seem to want to do that, I can say something else here. You're asking for proof that Kaiser Fiddlesticks said that there was a black guy in a Dragon Ball Z shirt. Well, here's an idea for proof. Look up the fucking video that you're referring to. If you're going to get on his case for not providing proof, then how about you instead do your job as a commentator and give that proof? In short, Mav, try again.
Also, you want some proof? Here's some proof.
That's right, folks. Yet this guy calls me pretentious and egotistical.
You are not only using a black dude as an avatar, which is undisputably the most pretentious thing ever, your avatar also is wearing a shirt with Dragon Ball Z characters, which makes you fascist weeb garbage. Be ashamed.
Whoops, an accident happened!
And I'm white. I'm fucking white. And I wasn't offended by that. And this person's also a weeaboo, by the way, so...
Well, great, your skin color. Well, I'm white too. I'm gonna join the white fan club, I guess, now. But, and, oh, she likes anime. That means she's a weeaboo. Everyone who likes anime is a weeaboo. I'm a weeaboo because I like anime. Though I don't watch much anime, and I may get into one, but I don't really like watching subs. Yeah, I'm a big weeaboo now. I'm a weeaboo because I like anime.
Holy shit, that was way too long for you to at no point bring up the fact that one of the traits of Cory Margera's posse as a whole is that they like Dragon Ball Z, which happens to be an anime.
I was talking to many of our friends on Hangouts, like Society, Celine, Trevor, Mario, Corey, and we want to get Keldon too, SNK. I want to get all of us involved in the channel where we all do podcasts and stuff, and I want a series, a playlist series, a YouTube series where all those fuckers, Endai Boss, who attacked Trevor a while back, I made a video about him, Foon Failure.
What does this have to do anything with the commentary community? You're supposed to be saying why the commentary community is bad, but now you're telling plans and making a whole new channel of podcasts and stuff so that you can wreck the commentary community.
And stopping you right here because you just debunked your own point. To answer your own question about what does this have to do within the commentary community, he wants to bring in Cory Margera and a couple of other people from not only his posse, but also from the CC, where they would try to wreck us. This is his point to try and further show as to how the CC could be shit.
By the way, if anyone's curious, I was looking forward to making these guys look like idiots on their own show, but for some reason, they decided not to do it.
Because the pilot bombed worse than Bubsy.
What could possibly go wrong?
So I hope you all watch this video. Make a video on this. I don't care. You're gonna make me famous just because of this video. And I just want to see you all come up, all on your own, try to defend yourselves. All of you.
Oh, well, too bad. You're not getting any of them to make a video on this. You know why? Because they're not going to do it. I'm doing it because I have nothing better to do, and your video was bad enough to do. Also, the fact that you're a fucking jackass, and they're not going to waste their time with you. I'm only doing it because like I said, have nothing better to do. But guess what? I don't have enough subscribers to make you famous. And no one will subscribe to you just because they watched a commentary on you. They'll probably dislike your video. Hell, you have about the same amount of likes as you do dislikes. So, suck it.
Okay, Mav, your first commentary was on Serious Gamer 33's commentary on me, so I would think that you would know that when someone wants me to commentate on them solely for attention, I do not do it. Welch literally says that he wanted me to cover his video because it would make him famous, so I didn't do it. And you shouldn't have either. Have you ever heard the term no publicity is bad publicity? People do subscribe to channels that are bad. See my point about someone likely subscribing to TNA General because he was cringy in my video on him. But the proof also comes from Cory's own channel. Sure, he had more subscribers than me, but he was stuck at 398 for days, at least as far as I could tell, maybe longer, before finally breaching the 400 subscriber barrier after the beef between myself and Cory started, and now is gaining subscribers much easier because I exposed him to a new audience who either finds him good or hilariously bad enough to follow. Your argument is invalid.
Because I'm putting them in their place right now, and there's no way they can defend themselves after this video. So now they have to defend themselves.
They won't defend themselves from you because they don't want to waste their time with you. You're just an idiot wanting attention. And the only reason I'm doing this, like I said, is because I'm bored. And you're making me unnecessarily mad. I don't even know why.
Oh, hi there, point that we've already seen a few seconds ago. How are you doing on this fiend D&D?
This has gone way too long, people. Gone way too long. Let's put this all to a cease until our channel comes out and until our series comes out.
You really... Did you just say you believe it's been going on for far too long? If you really, truly believe that, then what was the point of this video? This video is completely pointless if you truly believe that this has been going on for far too long.
Actually, he was saying he wanted a temporary ceasefire, which gives his video a point, something your video doesn't seem to have.
You know what? I want to hear your last statement. It's just... I want this to be done and over with.
Nope, screw you. You dragged the video out and then not bring up a single point in that section and just cut into your final thoughts, so we're just ending it here. Doodletones, since you're a guest here and you're a Translady, you go first.
Navstation, you have literally wasted 21 minutes of our time, and we probably have wasted more of whichever poor sap finds this video. Not to mention the fact that this video took longer to make because of something that was admittedly not under your control. You bring up valid points against Squelch, but then again, he's one of Corey's friends, so it's almost impossible not to. The thing is, they feel very few and far between. Aside from the fact that, yeah, I have to agree with Boon, you really shouldn't have given this moron the time of day, I really just feel like a lot of your video was too dull to cover.
Alrighty then. Boon, how about you?
Actually, I'm gonna save mine for last. Probably gonna take like 20 minutes, so you should just go ahead.
Oh. Okay then. Look, I'm gonna have to apologize if I sounded mean within this commentary at times, especially for the fact that you asked me to do a commentary on you. But by God, there were literally times in which case I'm thinking to myself, yeah, actually, that's this thing here that a really shitty commentator would, hit he? I mean, to give off examples, you use ad hominem attacks towards other ad hominem attacks, asking for some proof when you could have done so yourself, using overused media clips that doesn't really add anything new and interesting, and repeating yourself with a few points here and there, like the scripting and editing point. And considering the fact that I have commentaries 4.5 through 9 saved onto my computer, and I might actually re-upload them myself, and when you do get back, I'm honestly kind of scared to see how your other commentaries might end up. No offense.
So Mav, remember when I was going to address the fact that you said you weren't one of my fanboys? Yeah, I'm doing that now. Remember how I said that your first commentary was on Sirius Gamer 33? So was mine, after I said I wasn't going to do a video on the commentary you covered. How convenient for you to begin your commentary career off the back of my table scraps. How convenient of you to release a mixtape after I released a mixtape on SoundCloud. How convenient of you to cover a video I didn't want to cover that was attacking me specifically. You say that the only reason you did this commentary was because of the fact that you were bored, but I call bullshit. See, every step of your behavior, including the fact that you complimented me on your mixtape and, in an earlier track, compared to yourself to me in a manner that implies that as an inherent positive to your skills, shows that you are a fanboy big time. And to be honest, in some ways, I'm flattered by it. I really am. But in other ways, it disgusts me. Because when you put out bad content that emulates my good content, it kinda makes my good content look worse. And for that matter, you've actually asked me to look over your videos before upload once or twice. Why, in the case of the video where I'm an expert on the topic you're covering, would you not consult me in any way? I would have straight up told you to scrap this video, and if you were going to still do it, I would have said the same kinds of things I said here. I usually end these things on some kind of advice, so here you go. If you really want respect, show it by putting in the effort. I understand that at this very moment, you have some issues to work through in order to get back to doing commentaries. But when you do come back, you need the consultation help of others to make sure that you're not throwing yourself under another bus. I actually see a certain amount of effort from you when you're not blatantly ripping off other people, which is a separate issue entirely, so just work on your presentation and your logic and you might actually get somewhere.
So, are we done here? I have other projects to take care of.
Yeah, sure.
Fucking faggots.
So, that's one try-up down. You still owe me another one. And a co-op.
Yeah, I'll let you know when I'm available. I still have another project to do.
Whatever you say, Dogbird Turtle Man. Just don't forget.
You owe me.
Why do I have a feeling that I'm starting to regret asking Boonslayer for reading text in my 15th commentary? Damn it. I should have just asked George Raccoon Man. Anyways, that's the commentary. I would like to thank Doodletones and Boonslayer for cooperating with me within this video, and I would also like to thank Navstation for requesting me to do a commentary on him. If you guys have any issues within the commentary, then leave it down in the comments below, or you may have my permission to do a commentary on this video. For now, my name is A363MTR saying have a wonderful journey through the depths of space and time, but until then, I'm signing out.
Be ashamed.